according to Consumer Reports, overwhelming
residents to have access to the creek and to use that area for a potential non-motorized boat ramp, maybe a canoe launch or something of that nature. So that's where I'm coming from on that.
Okay. Mary?
I really have to kind of agree. I'm obviously in favor of removing the industrial. I am kind of concerned about totally eliminating any kind of park. And if there would be possibly a very passive park, nothing that's, very active, but a passive park like we've got Bushman and some of the other ones, I can see would work down there and not create a problem for the neighbors. It's especially interesting since we've now realized that the zoning as it is right now could be used for that. And I would like to see us remove the restriction we had about a park in the area, but definitely want the industrial.
George?
I'm in favor of removing the industrial from it, and I also think if people of Port Orange are going to buy land, it ought to be there to let the future council maybe decide to do what they want to do with it, and we should remove that restriction.
One of the concerns I have is even though you're acquiring two pieces of property, you do not know at this time in the design criteria how much of that property you're going to utilize. I think to make that kind of a commitment this early, I don't know how much you're going to have that's still vacant. Could it be minimal? If you go back and whether people agree or disagree, there was in fact a drainage canal there for many, many years that got filled in. Whether it supplied right, whether it got into the creek right, it probably didn't. And what we have to do is to make sure whatever you do, if you're working backwards, there's two commitments that you have to make. Number one, you're trying to resolve the flooding issue, and two, you must protect the creek, period. This city has gone at great lengths and expense to make sure that we do things right environmentally. So having said that, I think it's a little bit early to make a whole lot of commitments to do anything till you understand exactly what you can do with the property.
Well, I think that's the first choice, but I would like to have that option of open, if should it be, we'd be able to.
I understand. But the public comments? Public? Chris, you have 3 minutes.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Chris Stewart. I live at 836 Hewitt Drive, Bonks Landing. I'd like to address the City Council about the purchase of the two properties, Smith and Elliott, at the south end of Spruce Creek Road. Earlier on in tonight's meeting, the Council voted to approve consent agenda number 10 to pay Quentin Hampton Associates $42,132 for the Spruce Creek Estates drainage improvements, a project that has previously been designed with conceptual plans by Quentin Hampton in 2006. Just to make things clear, Quentin Hampton is the consulting/engineering firm that the City of Port Orange contracts with on a regular basis as addendums to a standing contract. So in 2006, this consulting firm was contracted to find a solution to a drainage problem in the River Oak subdivision, which includes the entire Spruce Creek Estates drainage issue. The city never acted on this initial proposal. Now it's December 2009, and some waterfront property along Spruce Creek went up for sale. According to Ken Parker in an email, if approved, the city will be using its 412 fund, the Stormwater Drainage Utility Construction Operations Fund, to purchase this property. The city plans on purchasing pristine, undeveloped waterfront property which has no real value in solving any stormwater issue by using taxpayer dollars specifically earmarked to fix drainage issues in the city, while completely ignoring a solution that already exists. Now, how does the city accomplish this? They pay a consultant $42,000 to come up with a new solution to an overly exaggerated problem, a problem that never caused 1 minute of road closure or flood damage to homes in Spruce Creek Estates. And according to Port Orange's own May 2009 flood map, River Oaks doesn't even show one damaged home, one street flooded, or any flooded area in the entire development. The city is going to spend $42,000 to promote the use of $500,000 in taxpayer money earmarked for stormwater solutions to purchase some real nice waterfront property. This whole endeavor is beginning to look like a ruse. I'd hate to witness the misappropriation of city tax dollars and possibly state and federal money. You are planning on using Fund 412 to purchase a park. There are serious flooding issues in the city of Port Orange that this money should be used for. During the storm of May 2009, Dunlawton Avenue was underwater in communities like Sugar Forest, Portona, The Woods, Beacon Woods, Sleepy Hollow, Deep Forest, Eastport Business Park, communities along Jefferson Street and Lafayette Street, Springwood, the communities off of Powers Avenue, all had some sort of flooding issue significant enough to be marked on your own flood map. These are communities that sustain significant storm water damage or problems worth mentioning. They need this money, and they will be appalled if you use their stormwater money to purchase a nice piece of land you don't even need. In 2006, 2007, and 2008, your consultant claimed that their previous ideas would work and even produce concept drawings for drainage improvements. If the city now claims that those previous proposals won't work, then it would be fiduciarily responsible of this city council to recoup all monies paid to Quentin Hampton during the past 3 years concerning this project for submitting an inadequate proposal. Right now, we have a fox watching the henhouse. The city is paying a consultant that has a vested interest in the form of potential monetary profit to tell the city what should be done. But the consultant is saying what he is told to by his client, the city of Port Orange. Quentin Hampton will not bite the hand that feeds them. If grant money, FEMA money, or any state or federal funds have been deposited into Fund 412, more issues, not including the ones just mentioned, may arise.
Chris, how much longer have you got?
About one sentence. This land purchase is not about what is being presented to the public. The city council has an obligation to vote no on this agenda item. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?